Hey, what's going on, guys? We're going to be doing a playthrough of Rune II, and this is actually a game that I've been looking forward to. There hasn't been a lot of hype behind it, and there's been a lot of issues because there was going to be like pre-alphas and whatnot, but I'm so glad the game has finally released and I'll be playing it. This is a game that I've been looking forward to, like I said, for a while. This is a direct sequel to the first Rune, which is a fantastic game in itself as well. But let's go ahead and jump into it. I have yet to start anything. This is completely fresh. We'll be starting it. Name ourselves Wolf. So this is customization. Wow, pretty small. So we can go male or female. Okay. Oh, you can even add tattoos as well. And I'm gonna set it all up like how I like it. I'm just gonna keep it like that. I'm not gonna mess with it too much. But let's go ahead and dive into this. Yeah, are you sure you want to get?
The children of the North hear tales of Ragnar Jarlsson, a fierce warrior who risked all to avenge his father and stop Loki from ending the world. Peace reigned for decades, but the trickster broke free from the shackles that restrained him and brought chaos to the Nine Realms. And now, the end of the world is upon us. Ragnarok. Midgard is torn by war, storms, and the wrath of fierce beasts. It was foretold Ragnarok would end with Loki's death. Nothing has happened as foretold. Loki has sealed himself on the Vigrid plane to avoid his fate. Awaken, warrior. Rise up from the underworld and return to the mortal realm. Do what the gods cannot. End Ragnarok. Let nothing stand in your way.
Interesting intro. But see, for those of you,
Welcome, Awakened One, to a land more dead than alive. I am Heimdall, and I've resurrected you in a world shattered by Ragnarok. Enslaved by Loki, Midgard is a memory. Time has no meaning here. Ragnarok rages without end while what is left of humankind carves out a brutish existence. Desperate men and women slaughter one another like animals.
Okay. Well, what I was trying to say was, for those of you who aren't aware with what he was talking about, where he was talking about Ragnar Jarlsson, that is specifically from the first game. That's the protagonist in that game, and he was trying to prevent Ragnarok, but obviously you can see he failed. So this is pretty accurate to Norse mythology, and I'm assuming that's what it is. Of course, just slightly altered in a way, but you know, I'm seeing these lore stuff for these. Glorious time. I don't know if I should be reading these out loud, or if you guys just want to read it yourself. I'll just read it out loud, why not? Oh, corpse. And then we got a sword. That way I could just do that. It feels a lot more comfortable than trying to find alt. Oh, so mid-time occurrence. So I guess these lore stones are just going to tell you about the lore of Norse mythology, which I myself am already very well familiar with. Oh, and like I said, I'll be reading these out. Let me do New Age. Let me pass it over this one. So I guess this is going to be the main quest. An artifact, fragment of Heimdall's horn, meant to usher in the coming of Ragnarok. It was broken to bits by Loki's followers during the first age of Ragnarok. Okay. Oh, this is where we're going to find all the lore stones. Interesting. I think these are going to have specifically to do with the origins and the actual telling of Norse mythology, and I think these might just be something else because it says uncategorized. Okay, and little quests about releasing the power of runes will improve your prowess against Loki's forces. Beginner, Grossler. Interesting. As well, I know like most RPGs, you can filter your items by clicking on the tabs, holding left to unequip, equip and unequip, holding right will drop the item, holding both left and right mouse will salvage the item if possible. Hotbar is where you can bind weapons reusable to your hotkeys. Okay. Player stats, crafting menu, recipes. Okay, just so you guys know, I did pre-order the $60 version, which came with a little bit of extra stuff. This game is actually could have been pre-ordered for $30, but I pre-ordered the $60 version because, you know, I was a big fan of the developers, and I wouldn't mind throwing extra money their way. So with that, you got a few weapons, and these armors, which seems like you don't even get full armors. It looks like you just get the head and chest piece. Doesn't seem that you get any sort of legs, boots, or anything like that. That's okay. You get the Ship of the Valkyrie as well, and you get the Founder's banner. Okay, but let's go ahead and continue. I'm going to be activating a lot of these lore stones and seeing what's going on. Seems like you can freeze. Lizard. Okay. This is actually kind of beautiful, man. This is really nice. It looks really good. Learned a recipe. Okay, so apparently if I press that, I can just mount things. Leather harness. Oh, auto equips. Okay. Okay, this is looking really nice, man. I don't know if these lore stones there's so many, man. Second passage, with the rising water came the beast, with what we had been accustomed to slaughtering off again to slaughter us. Boars with oh, okay, so it's not gonna let me freaking read them, it's gonna just put them away really fast. Alright. Well, if that's how we're gonna play it, that's fine. I'm actually not going to read these lore stones. I mean, I'll commentate on them if they say anything interesting, but they're a little too fast and I have to concentrate on reading as fast as possible, so we'll not be reading them. Okay, so thralls are apparently just weak little enemies. Getting a bit of lag. Oh, interesting. Okay, you can actually kill, like deers and whatnot. Buildings. Okay, I guess I'm seeing that we're gonna have to be building stuff here soon. Oh. I keep stepping on these lizards, and you know what? That's fine. I'll take them. So why not?
Hey, what are you doing here?
Oh, interesting. First enemy. Their corpses. Move in here. A new marker. Gather
A warm
10
hearth is a necessary respite for even the hardiest warrior. Gather wood from the trees and stone from the rocks, that you may build a longhouse upon old Wotankelt's foundations.
Okay. So I guess we're gonna be building on this. Okay, let's read these. Okay, so just basically telling you that cooking stuff like these lizards and whatnot, instead of eating them raw, will actually heal you more. You can still get healed by eating it raw, but okay. So maybe at a later time. See, yeah. Just and then categorize, and it'll tell you ones about factions, recipe. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, cool. So it breaks it down for you. Is there a way to break these down, or? Oh, you can hit it. Can I hit it with my fist? Oh, okay. I'm sorry that I'm about to say this, but this is just like already added. Whoops. This kind of reminds me of Minecraft. Just punching trees. And that's really interesting as well. I don't think I really looked at that. I think these are like little side quests where doing certain things, right? Releasing the power of runes, use 1 rune of health, and you gain these. Okay, that's okay. There's like little side quests, if you will. Not really side quests, but that's nice. Oh, that's okay. same thing with this one. Yeah, man, this man has iron fists, I'll tell you what. Oh, there's a chest right there. And that tree's gonna fall down and lose all the wood. Yeah. Rune IV, Silver Scraps, Gold Ore, Rusty Bandit Helmet. Interesting. You know, I'll just... that's fine. I don't need that. There's other trees around here. Yeah, I should have probably been paying attention. And see that they actually made it realistic, and depending on what side you're hitting it on, is the opposite direction of where it's gonna fall. Murdering this poor guy. I mean, later on I will be comparing this to how accurate it actually is. I'm familiar with Norse mythology, and I've done a lot of research because I personally, before this, is why I was so interested in this game, is I do alone just absolutely love Norse mythology. I think it's fantastic, very interesting sort of, I guess you could say religion, but so you just have to spam E. Stored in the vault, remain there after death. Okay, so if I die, I lose all the items on me. Where is this so-called? Your safe and safe buildings, your health and soul, your replenishing. You can build useful tools such as anvils and vaults. Okay, wow. Can I build? Oh, well, let's listen to the objective first. Let's cook some lizards out of 12 of them.
Loki gifted this island to the Draugr Hraim, but the land belonged already to old Wotankeld. Go to the stone that marks the battle between Hraim and Clan Wotankeld. There I will tell you more.
Hraim and Clan Wotankeld. Okay. I'm gonna be completely honest, I had not a single clue that there was actually a leveling system on this. I had absolutely no idea. So this is when we start getting into that I can start building stuff. These are some of the weapons that I can also build, with the strongest being the God Slayer, Sigurd's Axe. But the Battle of the Berserker Battle Hammer actually has... I don't know what these are yet. Probably later on it'll actually tell us. Cars a workstation. Oh, I actually can build it. I can build that. If I'm patient though, I could also get leather straps. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna wait for a little bit before I start building anything, because you never know what they'll actually end up giving us. I'm gonna hold on to everything I have now, and just for now, I'm actually gonna cook these 4 pieces of meat as well. And let me readjust these. How do you? Okay, that puts it in the other group. Okay. So I'm gonna have these as those. I don't know what that is yet. Seek the binding stone at the center of the island. That's really interesting, by the way. Once again, like I was saying, I am somewhat familiar with Norse mythology. Oh, what the? Actually, press Q. I was trying to press 1. Can I throw weapons again, like the original? I sure can. And my sword went away. Sad face. Well, that sucks. Okay, so I guess I wasn't expecting that. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna end up having to build one of these. I'm gonna build one of those legendary weapons. I think it might make it cheese, to be honest, but hey. It's cool. It's a huge battle hammer. get farm up a little bit. I think that'll damage you. I'm not gonna try it. It's a really nice game though. I do like it. I will say that much. So I'm gonna harvest as much stone as I can to get as much iron ore as I can. Rescue to toggle throwing, yeah. Or grenades? You can make grenades? What? Get out of here, man. I didn't even make, that's cool. Oh, I'm out of stamina. I didn't realize as well. There's a lot of stuff that I need to start paying attention to. Like, I didn't realize that was training. So let's go ahead and
great Loki is all.
Enemy, there he is. Did I just break his arm off? I did, and you can pick it up. A severed human arm. What does that do? Break when durability is exhausted? What? What is going? You can. Let me put that away. Accident press Q again. You can hit people with arms. What is this? Okay. That's interesting. You're pressed towards the more.
Rime slew many of old Wotankel's people until the wily chief bound the Draugr with sacred stones. I would see this island set free. Destroy the 3 binding stones and slay Rime as he awakens.
Build arrows as well, I just realized that.
Kill great Loki.
Bro, that's ridiculous. This like can get a human leg as well. I don't know why I'm even picking up these pieces. I have a feeling. I think one thing that's just worrying me a little bit. I think I'm gonna have to be farming a lot, just so that I can stay up. A rune forge. So I'm assuming we're gonna be able to craft runes, and I think that's what that is. Right there. What is this? Use godly magic to blast enemies away from you. Yeah. And I have to learn the recipe for it too. And I guarantee there'll be a way. Let's come down here. See what this says. Okay. Anything else over here? More stone. And a chest. Nice. I'm really farming up right now because I'm trying to level up as well. Just harvest 50 wood pieces. For some reason when I pick up these little pieces of wood, it doesn't count as harvesting. Oh, well that makes sense. I'm picking it up. I'm not harvesting it. A few bit of lore stones, and then I'll proceed on with going over there. Just don't want to miss it up. Most worn and dull blade, a ready edge. I don't remember to pick something up there. Oh, interesting. I could just also eat mushrooms. Well, let's go destroy this because I don't think there's anything else. I guarantee I'm gonna run into more stuff. Yep. Ask and you shall receive. Oh, yeah, I remember him. there we go. Path of the Miner. Just level that up. So once you level it up, is that it? Like you can't progress any further? Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. The durable weapons will not live long. I guess whetstones are exactly what they're for, or like what it's saying it's for. And it does seem that they're for, I think when your weapons become damaged, as I'm seeing that they have a damage life bar. So, torch, wood pieces. I'm assuming that you go to the whetstone, you'll be able to repair them, and if there's no whetstone around, that's why I just got this item. Where is it? Right there is repair. Sort of small amount of durability, yeah, just in case you're not near something. And let me go ahead and actually cut this leg. It's freaking. I don't know why I picked that up. Move those let's move those up there. Wait a minute, that human leg. That. And I took off his head as well. Bro, this game is pretty brutal. Oh, you can emo as well. Put that copper mace. I might as well pick up. Oh, okay. Hello. Campfire, copper sword, copper hand axe. So I'm learning these recipes, and I think these are stuff that I could just build on the. Yeah, there's things that I can build on the go. That's nice. I think this will have something to do with a little bit later. I'm not too worried about it right now. Okay. I'm gonna build a bow as well. But with that also being said, I have all these copper maces. I don't need these many. They all copper? Yeah, they're all copper. I'm just gonna salvage one. I don't know what salvaging. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what recipe known salvage. Oh, salvage for materials. Okay. So if you know the recipe, if you don't know how to create an item, you salvage it and you'll learn how to further create it. Okay, that's awesome. And if not, you just salvage materials. Bro, what the that's so OP, man. It's just one little hit and just kills them instantly. Too strong, too strong. Yeah, crafting anvil to craft like certain things, I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm assuming to build weapons and like armor and whatnot, I'll obviously need a anvil. See that lore stone? I'm gonna go to it right now. I'm not gonna waste my ability. Not that it matters because I'm one-shotting everything.
The final binding stone is broken. Harime is free. Rid this island of that betrayer, and you may earn something to carry you across the sea. A vessel to keep you safe upon those freezing waters.
Oh, I think this is where I came up on the left.
You
side,
will
yeah.
honor Loki.
God. Thanks. I'll pick up the copper swords. They don't need all your freaking body parts. Thanks, though. Break the center, binding stone, defeat him. Oh, okay, so boss. Wow. The only thing that I'm noticing is, my lord, does this mace use up your freaking stamina. I'm getting wrecked. I can't even use the heaviest axe because it uses up so much of my stamina. Wow. How do I dodge?
Harim left you scraps of his seafaring wisdom. Use them to construct a raft to carry you over the darkened waters to the islands beyond.
My lord, that's ridiculous. I mean, who killed the boss? I'll probably do a little bit more research and can I go immediately fight him again? Okay, no. I was about to say, like, what the front door is like? You could just sit there and farm stuff. Minor initiate. So what? Is it once I start leveling? I have so many questions that I don't understand yet. Oh, I think it unlocked. Yeah, okay, that's what it is. It unlocks like the first, and then it goes, and it keeps going on and on and on. Right? Path of the Builder, Minor, Forester, Fledgling. Yeah. Okay, it just keeps building on itself. Jump over that. Yeah, I also didn't notice that. If I hold in the mouse button, I have emotes. I need to shoot that with a bow and arrow, but I don't have one yet. I need to remember that I have healing items as well. Yeah, you guys are fantastic for healing. So I'm gonna come in here, and I think I'm actually gonna call it on this. I think this is a great start, man. There's so many questions that I have about the game, but I think it'll all work itself out eventually. I'm really looking forward to playing this. It seems really fun. Just from the small amount of time that I've had to play, but I do look forward to it. It's a bandage. Okay, well, anyways, guys, thanks for dropping by and watching. I'm going to continue on playing this, and we'll see how long it takes to actually beat this game. Anyways, guys, once again, thank you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.